Hello, YouTube. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to download Sims 4 content and how to import those files into your game so that they can be used. So I'm going to be using Tumblr today for my content that I'm downloading. So the first thing that I'm going to do is when I'm logged in, I'm going to go over to the search bar and we are going to look at S4CC. This stands for Sims 4CC. Now, obviously, I could scroll on here for hours. However, for the sake of time, I have already picked out two pieces that I would like to download. So I'm going to show you a couple of different examples of that. So here we have a bigger file that needs to be downloaded, and you can tell that it's a bigger file because it will say zip. When I click on it, it pops up in this download area for Chrome, and that's how I know that it's downloaded. This piece is a very small file. So when I click on it, it'll just pop up and it won't look like this. This is a zipped file versus this is just a normal packaged file. Since this is a create a sim content piece, it'll explain that it is hat compatible and that there are colors. You want your content to be base game compatible, which means that you do not have to buy any of the Sims 4 expansion packs, game packs, stuff like that. Now for this one, it will explain all of the individual pieces that are a part of this larger file that you will find in your build and buy. So now we're going to talk about how we then import those files that we downloaded off of those Patreon pages into the Sims game. So this is my home screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down and find File Explorer. I'm going to open up one of these windows. And then what I need is a second window for my downloads folder. And so I'm just gonna right click on it and I'm gonna open in a new window. In order to find the folder that we need to open for The Sims 4, we're gonna come to this documents section and you're gonna try and find Electronic Arts. This is EA, this is the company that owns The Sims. I'm gonna click on The Sims 4 and then we're gonna find the mods folder right here. As you can see, the files that we downloaded earlier are right here. I'm gonna minimize this folder for now because we have to deal with the zipped file first. So to unzip a file, what I like to do is I like to drag it out and put it on my desktop. I'm gonna move it onto my desktop, extract all. It's gonna pull up this smaller window. Files will be extracted into this folder. That's exactly what I want. And then here it is opened. When we double click on it, it'll bring up all of the content. So then I'm gonna re-pull up my mods window and I'm gonna drag all of these files into the mods folder. You can individually drag each item if you feel so inclined. What I like to do is click and drag multiple files at the same time. The game doesn't recognize files that are buried too deep within the mods folder, so you have to have it individually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click and drag like that, and then I'm gonna drag all 18 files into here, and then they show you. And this is it syncing with the game. For the next content piece, this is just one. So all I need to do, and I think I already have this downloaded, but I need to move it into here. Oh, I don't. Awesome. So now that we're done importing, I'm going to show you how to activate mods in The Sims. So now we are in game, and in order to activate Sims 4 mods in the game, or make sure that you have your mods activated, you need to come into the top right-hand corner where the three dots are. It'll light up green like this. Then you need to pull up game options, and then scroll all the way down to other, and it'll say enable custom content and mods, and you want that to be checked. Sometimes when the game starts up, it'll give you a warning that your mods are no longer activated and you'll need to recheck this box and restart your game. Since we are here, I can show you what it looks like when a custom content file goes bad. So this is what it's going to look like when a custom content file goes corrupted. Sometimes when the Sims team updates the game's files, either with an update or a new pack, previously downloaded files will become corrupted. To remove the file out of your game, you have to go into File Explorer again, so I will show you what that looks like as well. To remove a file that has either corrupted or you just don't want anymore, what you need to do is, if you know the name of the file, you need to look that up. So I'm just gonna look up wallpaper because I already know that that is a wallpaper. And then now that this has popped up, I need to delete the file. And when you delete the file, you come over to your recycle bin and you have to delete it from your recycle bin as well, or else it will continue to pop up in your game. Then you have to go through that process again if you still want the content of downloading that file off of whatever website you got it from. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Bridget Shows You How to Be a Simmer. Feel free to ask questions. Thank you.